Listen, if cis is a slur for them, we'll wait until you
Okay.
see what we have in store for them. Okay, give us a minute. Okay, we'll come up with some good ones, some good slurs. Cis is not a slur, but we will come up with a slur for them. Slurs.
This is Shana
And Kris.
and we are Bad Queers. If you came out of the closet and got put in a box of stereotypes you don't belong to, then welcome to the Bad Queers Club.
All right, this week in Queer Urban Dictionary, I have egg. Egg is a term denoting a trans person who has not yet realized or accepted that they are trans. This further explanation comes from them. Popping up around the mid-2010s, egg became shorthand online lingo to refer to a trans person who has yet to realize or accept that they are trans or crack their shell, so to speak. The metaphor is simple. Like an egg, a trans person has to break through their exterior wall with a journey of self-discovery and acceptance before they come into their transness. Egg.
Beautiful definition. Mine is less so. My Queer Urban Dictionary word of the week is straggot. That's right. You heard that correctly. Straggot. The definition comes from T.S. Madison of straight homophobic people and to be used fully as a slur toward them.
I like it.
You know, my sentence is very simple. It's really the energy that I think you put behind the word when you're talking to a straight homophobic person, where you can look at them and be like, "You straggot." You put it. You got to put some oomph into it when you say it. And that's how T.S. Madison did a much better job of that in there. But she was like, some straight people need some slurs too, and this is her way of balancing it out. So,
I like that.
Straggot.
We should come out with more straight slurs.
Okay,
it's good stuff.
Especially because it will confuse them for a while.
Yeah, it's fucking Straggot over here.
See? Smooth.
Great. Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah. Listen, if cis is a slur for them, we'll wait until you see what we have in store for them. Okay, give us a minute. Okay, we'll come up with some good ones, some good slurs. Cis is not a slur, but we will come up with a slur for them. Slurs. So,
okay, there's a lot of words that we could sit and just like reclaim. Since cis is an actual word, it's like we could like play around with like cowboy or something weird that just attacks them, and the version of how we say it gets them going.
Whew, they want to be outraged so bad all the time. Yeah,
like, why don't y'all just go to therapy and relax?
The disappointing thing is that they might not even be offended by Straggot. Like, it's just like cis things that are not a slur. simply not a slur, that they're like,
you simply deem them not that.
Yeah, they're gonna take it out of the science books soon. There's gonna be a bill probably in Tennessee, because
dictionary.com would never.
They wouldn't, but McGraw-Hill books or whatever, whoever's doing the science books. Whoever's doing the science books. Like I said, it'll probably start in Tennessee and go to all the red states to ban like cis out of like science books and any mention of cis. So fucking Straggots.
Straggots.
Straggots
all over the world.
Straggot can be effing Straggots can be the title of this. We'll see where we get, but effing
we'll see where we land.
Straggots.
But this is
the
so
early. It's
first
an early front runner for title of this episode.
The early contenders.
Effing Straggots.
Look it over there, Straggot. Like I could just see somebody walking by and just
whole group of Straggots. Just look at them. Look at them.
Just outside of Target.
Like, yeah. Yeah,
this could take.
Yeah, we need to like mobs of us too, to just like to be like talking shit too, like us being a group saying it loud and all that. They're like at the post office in line, just random stuff, grocery store, that's where they want to be. So
laundromat,
bars,
picking up your fast food order.
Yeah, I like it. More straight slurs. Yoga for sure. Yeah.
Yoga.
Somewhere that's their peaceful places, like places they go to try and just, for sure. Yeah.
That's what we need.
Obviously I was going to say the workplace, but you can't do that. Not that one. Not yet.
But everywhere else.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. You could always say it was a typo.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
And then you say, would they be like, what were you trying to type? And you're like, I was trying to type straight.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know
what happened
why my
with my
autocorrect would do
editing.
this. Yeah. I don't know what Apple's doing at all. I don't never heard this word before.
Apple has been out of control with its like finishing the words lately.
Autocorrect,
So
yeah.
this could be
that predictive text is like, stop it. Like sometimes it's like thanks, but mostly it's like stop it and stay out of my business. You know, I just want them out of my business. But sometimes in it a little bit. It's a little in my business. Only with passwords do I want them in my business. Hey,
yes,
like fill this in, or the codes that they send through, the access codes. Need you.
That was a win.
There. Yeah,
they've now started to be able to do that from emails. So I'm like, yes,
yeah,
a win is a win.
I love that. That's
what I want.
Shout out to that developer or whoever that was, that engineer that put that together, and just that team, because that was it. You know, that was it.
That was a positive day for Apple.
It was. Does Androids have that? You see, I had to take a minute. I'm like, where do they go? Do Androids have that?
Don't do this again. Don't do this.
You know,
again.
I don't really talk about them a lot. I just want to know.
We fought to figure out what the Google Store was. We can't.
Well, you know, Androids are who they are. So I wonder. I mean, I would imagine they have that by now. Like, you know, they keep telling us about.
I would assume that they probably had it before us. It was already there. They probably did,
honestly. Yeah, I was wondering if like Apple beat them to it, since we were talking about Apple doing this, but I guess it doesn't matter. They probably had it at least 10 years ago. The way things have been.
Yeah, they're over here like, why are y'all?
They're like, y'all just got this. Yeah.
Like, y'all ain't new to this. We're true to this. That's what they
let us be in our cult. Let us be in our cult. Let us just be in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we are.
All right. Well, there's a lot of Straggot news, or there's some Straggot news going on. So right at the top,
let's get into it. Our first category is the Tennessee House has passed the bill requiring public reporting of trans data, which naturally sparked outrage. Now, this story came out a couple of weeks ago, but as of this week, there has also been an amendment to this. So we're going to go ahead and review it, and then we're going to talk about the amendment as well. So this first bit comes from Gay Magazine, who we found the news out from first. In a move that has ignited protests, legal concerns, and national scrutiny, the Tennessee House of Representatives has passed Bill 754, legislation that would require the state to collect and publicly release detailed medical data on transgender patients receiving gender-affirming care. The bill was approved in a 70-21 vote. 70-21. Which now awaits consideration in the Senate, and if it's enacted, it would mandate that gender clinics across Tennessee submit extensive patient and provider information to the State Department of Health, which would then publish an annual report that is accessible to the public. Basically, they said, fuck HIPAA, which is the key thing that keeps you from being able to share this type of detailed information publicly and is patient-doctor privilege, unless it's court-ordered. So as lawmakers advanced the measure inside the Capitol, demonstrators came into the House. They chanted, they held signs that read hands off our medical records and health data is a human right. One protester was physically removed by state troopers after refusing to leave the House gallery. And Representative Jeremy Faison, the bill's sponsor, has repeatedly described the HB 754 as a quote-unquote simple bill designed to ensure that individuals who seek to detransition have access to care and insurance coverage. I said, your PR stunt on this is fascinating. Real fascinating. So that is the first bit that came out a couple of weeks ago. So as of yesterday, we're recording on a Tuesday. So as of yesterday, and this comes from the Associated Press, the Tennessee senators, because of all of the outrage and things, came to the floor. Among privacy concerns, one of the senators, Johnson, is critical of the bill for singling out non-cisgender patients, though many cisgender patients also receive some of the same healthcare treatments. Because y'all forget, we talk about this all the time. Trans people aren't the only people receiving gender-affirming care. This includes taking hormone supplements like testosterone and estrogen for different conditions. So to specifically target transgender patients, the bill is written to require healthcare providers and insurers to track gender transition and surgeries that stop, reverse, or help an individual cope with the effects of a gender transition procedure due to the resolution of any inconsistency between the individual's sex and the individual's perceived sex or gender. They also added a pair of amendments to allow the Attorney General to investigate those who do not comply and to remove county-level data from the required report. They said this amendment, removing county data, was inspired by a conversation with protesters who raised concerns about the HIPAA rights, and if there are a limited number of transgender individuals in a lower population county. So the amendment just says that they will not report in the public-facing website the county in which someone transitions or detransitions, which they said was a win to be able to take that away, but that the bill is still part of an effort to intimidate the trans community and inch toward more restrictive policies in future sessions. There's a lot more bills that have popped up on top of this, but this Tennessee one is one of, besides when we were talking about the license one, because now more states are starting to jump in on that. Mississippi is trying to do something along those lines and all that. This is the next step in what we are concerned about with the big, beautiful bill, all the bills that they're trying to like pass throughout Senate and in individual state houses and all of the red states that are trying to just like move towards taking away basic human rights and dignity, continuing to forget that this is going to impact women directly as well. Like we're talking cis and trans women. And it's just frustrating to continue to see folks moving forward in this way and not seeing all of the detailed layers of how fucked up this is.
How fucked up it is, just the priorities. Like I just did a quick little Google. I was like, what is Tennessee's minimum wage? Their minimum wage is $7.25. They haven't increased it since 2009. So this 70 to 19 or 21 vote is just, it just shows you where their priorities are in red states, like consistently, where they're not improving quality of life for their constituents. They're, just these endless culture wars that they just rage. They wake up and rage and do these things that don't help their constituents, and especially the majority of their constituents. But also, they do these, and we've mentioned this before, as a blueprint for other states or red states to follow. So hope that things keep trending the way they are in terms of how these red states and these red seats are being flipped, because conservatives can't govern. They don't do shit. And they're all in this Trump cult. So hopefully these people will be voted out because they don't do shit else, So you see where their priorities are there. Well, all right. Well, let's move on. This next category is a good one. The category is Queer Hall of Famers. We got some Hall of Fame inductees and announcements. The first one is the Basketball Hall of Fame inductees. The incoming class of the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame inductees got even gayer over the weekend. Candace Parker, Elena DeLeon were joined by WNBA and Tennessee legend Shamika Holdsclaw and the 1996 U.S. Women's National Team in the class of 2026. Within that team, the two well-known queer names are Cheryl Swoops and Jennifer Azzi that are on those teams, but very gay. It was like every woman that was inducted into this class was either bi or queer, whatever. So congratulations to all of them. Very deserving. I'm sure there's a couple other names that we could name there. That was in the 1996 team, but shout out to the ones that have been out. And also the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees were announced, and we have two of our queer icons. Luther Vandross was inducted, Queen Latifah, and other notable inductees. MC Lyte is queer adjacent to me and will always be. Sade was also inducted, Celia Cruz, Wu-Tang Clan, and Fela Kuti, among others. So congratulations to these legends, these queer legends. Again, even MC Lyte, even if not the style alone, the tomboyness of it all,
Yep.
the voice, the style.
You're right about
queer
the voice.
adjacent. The Voice.
Right,
I mean, she's done
voice.
the BET Awards and some other big award shows because The Voice, MC Light's voice is just,
it's very specific.
It should be. Yeah, and is, she'll always get work with The Voice, but early hip hop pioneers. So congratulations to all the inductees and all that. Happy to see Luther Vandross, who probably should have been in there, but a lot of these people should have been in there. And then Queen Latifah, who is just, I'm glad Queen Latifah's getting like all her flowers. Like everywhere she goes, people are just like, literally like really treating her as the queen that she is. So I love that. So yeah, congratulations to them. We got some queer Hall of Famers, okay? Coming near you. Put it in the rafters, all their jerseys and mics and all that. So
all the mics, yep.
All the mics, all the hair too. Like Queen Latifah's hair alone should be in somebody's Hall of Fame. Fashion. Career, just range. Exciting. The range. Yeah. So shout out to everybody with that.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Our final category is more positive, more good news, because there's too much bad coming in the world. But for all of those who are fans but don't dabble in the sports arts, you can fast forward here to our backward opinions. We are talking about the WNBA draft because it just happened last night. And what a time. So let's break down everybody who went through the first round of the WNBA draft, and then we'll start talking about some of the things that were headlines and how we felt and all those fun things. So first draft pick for the 2026 WNBA season, which people were a little bit wondering. Who it was going to be, because it was like a three-way thing between the number 1, 2, and 3 people. So AZ Fudd ended up going first to the Dallas Wings. Olivia Miles was second to the Minnesota Lynx, and Awa Famtam went to Seattle Storm. So it was between those 3 of who was going to get first, who was going to be the first draft pick in this class. Then next up, we had Lauren Betts to the Mystics. We had Gabriela Jaquez to Chicago Sky, which I'm very excited about. I think that's a great ad. Kiki Rice to the Toronto Tempo. Ayana Martin carry on. I didn't write down where she was going, but she's on there. I think it was to Portland Fire.
Portland. Right. They did the expansion once. It was like Tempo, Fire, and Valkyries.
Yes. I was like, look at me not writing down the notes in detail. My bad, y'all. Then we had Flau'jae Johnson, who went to the Valkyries for a hot minute. We had 8 solid minutes of Flau'jae being on the Valkyries before she was traded over to the Seattle Storm.
Hurt my heart.
The way that y'all had already come up with Flau'jae
t-shirts,
which was perfect.
I just swoop.
Perfect. Like her being in the Bay would have been the vibe. It would have been
perfect.
She
yes.
Because Natalie does have a split team of like, here's a bunch of talent and then here's a bunch of people who are vibes. Like, that's why Caitlyn Jenner is there. We know it. That's why Kate Martin is there. We know it. Adding Flau'jae to that would have been the icing on the cake. Plus, with how the hip hop scene is in the Bay Area.
Yeah. We were so ready for her. We were so ready for her.
We're in it. Also, I felt like
so much
it was a foreshadow because she had on purple eyeshadow. Her mom had on this outfit. It was more pinkish, but it was leaning purple. I was like, yes, you were made for this moment. And then they said, boo-doo-boo.
I know.
You got. You got.
It made me hate Kathy even more. I was like, I hope this is the last one. This is your fault, Kathy. I was just lashing out. So it wasn't Kathy's fault. But I was just like, how dare you?
It actually wasn't. But Kathy sure did come out.
I just still need to blame Kathy. So
we're going to, because the way that she came out, said it, and then was like,
I know.
And right. Number 9 pick.
Okay, well, and that's what I mean. It was like, what? And then like, all right. So anyway, and I was just like,
yeah, she kept it moving. Like it was an announcement that they laid off half the company, and then she said, okay, our numbers are down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe Lacob.
So yeah.
Put it at the feet of them. They said that they had this already worked out with the Seattle Storm, but it still didn't hurt any less. It just didn't. That part. Like, why would you? I just wish I didn't watch it.
Hope like
had I not watched it live, it would have been fine. Honestly, Had I not watched this live, it would have been fine. I would have just found out later,
Yeah.
like, oh, like that, you know. But like having her come and announce that before the pick, like it was just like, what? Like it was just like, wait, what? Yeah. So it hurt. It hurt. It really hurt. That hurt.
It did.
That really hurt. Yeah, it did. I don't know if I should be watching drafts like this, because this is what happens in all drafts. You know, this happens. But I was like, you know what? I shouldn't be watching the draft because these things happen. I don't want to open myself up anymore. Is the long of it and the short of it.
Especially after the last week where our hearts have already been pulled and torn in a million different directions with the free agency.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't even get to that.
Just amazing.
I couldn't even get to that. But wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We'll
after
talk about it a little
Flage,
bit. Yeah.
Yes. After Flage, we had Angela. Angela D went to the Mystics because I don't know how to correctly pronounce her last name. Raven Johnson to the Fever, which of course has sparked a bunch of things. We'll talk about it. Cody McMahon to the Mystics. Medina Okot to the Atlanta Dream. Skipped one. Nell Anglomo went to Connecticut Sun, and Taina Mayer went to Seattle Storm, and Gianna Neepkins went to the Connecticut Sun. There were some key people that got picked up in the second and third round that some folks were surprised by. A lot of folks were surprised that Rory Hammond got chosen in the third round, but I know that all the records that she set, and I wish I could say that I wasn't surprised that she went in the third round, and I hate that, but let's talk about some of these other headlines Mystics, that happened.
That was a steal for them. They had a very good draft, the Mystics.
They did.
So they had a really good draft.
They did. There were some that I was like, this is silly in like terms of the order that they went into for some of the people that they picked. Because realistically, the Wings need a big. They don't need another guard. They got Paige and Enrique coming back. They can pick up somebody else. It'd be fine. I didn't think that AZ needed to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I'm happy that her and Paige are together. And they're just going to be running things all over town. But I really was like, Dallas, you need a big. So that's why I thought they were going to go with AWA.
Do we need a big or do we need more money? And they pick money. And talent.
They pick money.
But money. Okay? They're like, what? Like, absolutely. Get them on a team. But you're right. Like, I could, you know, they are guard heavy, you know.
Also said the same thing about Minnesota.
With
you kept
Olivia
your
Miles.
1, 2, and 3. Like, I think Olivia is going to fit in very well in the space. Like, man,
somebody could finally handle her passes.
And all that is it's going to be iconic. It's going to be iconic. But I'm like, you still have both Courtney and Kayla McBride on the team. So it's just like, here's how we're moving in this way. And then the same with Seattle Storm. I'm like, you technically already have your bigs. You need some more guards. So it's good that they picked up Flage.
I did. That was
good that they picked her up.
Okay. Wow.
Right.
Height in Seattle.
Wow.
Okay.
We are going to be
we're gonna be
tall and
keep
skinny.
Away.
Just
keep away. You know,
that's how we're going to do it between AWA and Dominique. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Keep away. Here you go. Yep.
It's going to be great.
So,
it's going to be great. And then I was like, and then Lauren Betts to the Mystics. I'm like, the Mystics already have their people. They already have their bigs. It just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense to me when we went into this arena thinking these things. So there was just some people that I was like, I don't okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, probably just taking the best talent, because even in the Olivia Miles case, I could see them down the road like using either Courtney or, if it pans out, which it should, you know, one of them becoming trade bait to get even more. Because you got this young player that you're going to have under, obviously, a rookie contract. So it's just like, I don't know, take the best talent kind of thing, where it's just like you can't have too much talent. But somebody probably will go, you know, out of the guard room. They're like, oh, we're good. But somebody will trade, probably be traded. But, you know, again, Olivia now will be around people who can handle her passes. In her high basketball IQ, she was like, I didn't mean it like that. Like,
that was the best statement.
That's so funny.
That she could have made, because people in the room were like, hey, she's like, you know.
Right.
I just have real high self-esteem, y'all.
No,
that's all this is.
Yeah, not like that. Like that,
Plus,
but not.
I love that for her if Maddie ends up staying with Chicago Sky, because if they're still dating, I have no idea if they're actually still dating. I hope they are. But if they are still dating, then they're close enough. Doesn't have to be too long of a distance in their relationship. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. Keeping the queers together is the name of the game here.
Yeah.
So yes, UCLA also set a record for the most first round picks in the WNBA draft, with 5 people being drafted. And then I believe they set a second record for most folks drafted, because they had 6 people where the most were 5 had been drafted. And so in total, UCLA had 6 folks drafted and set a new record for that, which I was like, go ahead. Come on, coach. One of the few coaches that got to start like all seniors for the NCAA tournament and then took it to win as well. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool to see. It's always fun to see the coaches there at the draft and all that. Like, yeah, we did that. We did that. My wife was like, Kim Mulkey looks like she smells like cigarettes and old coffee. And I'm like, probably.
100%.
Yeah.
Like the stale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dried old coffee, like a little sugary, but like, oof, wow, still.
Yes.
It's
either that or like coated in Rich Woman perfume, and it's the real floral one. Like you walk in and you're like, oh, I know exactly what type of ladies are in here, because they all have that same perfume. Yeah. The one that you have to squeeze and puff out. So you just,
It's like musk of Melania.
Yes.
Something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Which, by the way,
that's true.
that musk of Melania. Like, listen, first off, that press conference, Jay never say shit. She called her, hey, yeah. So much going on. It's fine. But yes, musk of Melania for sure.
Musk of Melania. Sure. That's second on the list now. Thank you so much. And then Raven Johnson, of course. The internet never forgets. As soon as she got announced that she was going to the Indiana Fever, the number one story that went out was going from rivals to teammates between her and Caitlin Clark, when 3 years ago, Caitlin Clark waved her off because it was a young baby Raven Johnson who wasn't super confident in her shot. She had a wide open 3 and didn't take it, and Caitlin knew she wasn't going to take it. I'm like, y'all, can y'all just be happy for her? But we also know that the worst people who were in her DMs that almost caused her to quit basketball were the people from the Indiana Fever afterwards. So the Iowa fans that carried over to the Fever fans, y'all better welcome her with open arms. Don't play in this.
I hope they do. I contacted my cousin about this. Like, treat my girl right. Treat my girl right. She's like, no, we're good. She was like, sent me the Indiana Fever video of like Raven talking to fans, and she's like, see, there's no negative fans. I was like, it is not on the Fever page, girl. Like the Fever page is not gonna leave up a bad comments. Like it's that's not.
And the people were already catching that Caitlin hadn't done a congratulations, welcome to the team post. She had done it for the other folks that had come to the team but didn't repost there. So of course people were reading into that.
That's deeply suspicious, but it's all right. Raven locked her down during practice. Steel was sharpened steel again, and they'll just be teammates until they're not, And they don't got to be friends. They don't got to be friends. They don't have to. They are colleagues. Friends. They're colleagues. That's all it does. They want to win together. Raven has just, to even see her trajectory since that time, but just her, her entire career is just like, I'm just happy for her because she really worked into, the top 10. To be picked and everything, and deserves it. So she's gonna work her ass off, and they're getting quite a player in Indiana, even if they don't deserve her.
Truly that. Truly that.
Yeah.
Also, the salaries are up.
They are
up.
They're up.
Man, to see the immediate impacts of the CBA. So think of it like this: when Paige was drafted 1 whole year ago, she got $78K in her first year. It was like 78.8. AZ gets $500,000.
Wow.
$500,000.
How about that?
Even the second and third round picks second and third round picks who would have made around $70K now start off with at least $270K.
So deserving.
It's
really cool to hear. Even that jump. And I know everybody's happy for that, because even the folks that are on older contracts or rookie contracts, they're going to get paid. Don't y'all worry. The money is up. Theirs. The money's up.
The money is up for them.
So, good for them.
Announced some of those. We love to see it. UConn set a record for most number 1 overall draft picks with 7. 7 people have been drafted number 1 from UConn. And after all of this WNBA draft things, we still have a couple people who are still waiting to be signed, some key people that we are waiting to be signed during this free agency period and restricted agency period. But for the most part, all of our key people have like signed their contracts and done the things. So we can now relax for a bit as training camp starts April 19th and then the season starts May 8th. So hopefully nothing wild happens unless it's wild and wonderful. Should be happening between now and April 19th at least, hopefully through May 8th.
Define wild, at this point, because it might not be any basketball transactions. So,
You are correct.
Yeah.
That's a fair statement.
Listen. Wonderful. I will be at the Golden State Valkyries home opener, which is on Mother's Day, which I switched with my wife. I was like, hey, you get Father's Day this year. So going to the game. So, yep.
Good work.
It's like,
Good work.
She's like, yeah, no, that's cool. So I'm going to go.
I like that.
It would have been so nice to see Falange. And that's why I was like so excited. And it'll still be fine. But that one hurt.
Yes.
That one hurt. That did hurt. I'm not watching another draft for years. Okay. Just, why do I do this? I just want to see the results. I don't want.
Why do we set ourselves up for this?
This is so dumb. I was like, and that's why I shouldn't be watching this. Okay. Because this can be watched in a highlight or something else. Because, yeah. Well, anything on free agency we want to talk about besides the Chicago Sky, just baddie stacking, with their
they put us through it. Okay.
They have.
The way that we were hot
it was looking bad.
And yes and no.
Then it's like
in and out, up and down. Well, it was truly that meme of that lady where she's like, no. Well,
yeah.
No, like that's what it was. Because as soon as we stopped, because one, to think of how close we could have been to having Angel plus DeJohnay, Rakia, and Skylar, it would have been over. Every single thing that Chicago Sky would have had to do would have had to be baddie central. We would have had to have a baddie night. We would have had anything and everything would have had to be baddies. Now the internet is calling the 3 that we got, because if you all hadn't heard, Angel Reese is to the Atlanta Dream, and now we have the baddie bunch is what people are calling them. The baddie bunch of DeJohnay Carrington, Skylar Diggins, and Rakia Jackson, which I love for us to have Rakia and Camilla, Rakia and Skylar together, DeJohnay and Rakia. The pairing is going to be fantastic. Adding in Gabriella as another key component to this, I think it's going to be
and Courtney
a great time.
Vandersloot. No. Where that goes, but y'all did baddie white. Yep, in there. So something for everybody. So y'all did have something to heat up the summer for y'all. So
we did. Do we have any future picks to grow the team? Absolutely not. But we have some people at least for this year. And please just stay healthy, everybody, because I know DeJohnay's coming back from an injury. DeJohnay's coming back from an injury. Is anybody else coming back from an injury? Rakia's good. She was hurt for a little bit and then life and then doing the thing. So please, everybody, just stay injury free.
Yeah.
And we'll be good to go. We actually have a practice facility that is being built. People are posting updates on it regularly to make sure that it's staying on track now, because it was just paused for a long time. And now the community has started to do updates on threads about
that's so funny.
The progress. I think it's hilarious.
That's hilarious. It's
a community effort.
When is it supposed to be done? Next year or?
No, I think it's supposed to be done this year.
Really?
I don't know if it's going to be done in time for the start of the season.
Yeah.
But I think it's supposed to be done this year during the season. Like something in my head says June.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but
might be. I love how y'all are doing the TMZ DC thing where y'all are just on the ground in the streets. Like, this is, we're 34 days out till opening and they still haven't, I love the guerrilla reporting y'all are doing out there. So that's cool. Now, the Valkyries did get Gabby Williams, so that's good for me.
Like, good on y'all. Do you know how sad the Seattle Storm fans are?
Well, giveth and taketh away, and I'll taketh Gabby
That was
Williams.
honestly the payback. That was the payback.
It probably was. Together. It did set us up for that. You know, that did seem to come back on us.
Said, y'all gonna take Gabby?
Seattle has Natasha Hydeman is now in Seattle. Studbuds have broken up, at least geographically and teamly.
I think it's just just a long-term relationship.
Yeah, just teamly. Yeah, just teamly. They're just covering two time zones. Courtney is back with the links as you mentioned, so it's good and good for Natasha. So.
Also, they said that Olivia Miles is the stud replacement. That's what they said.
Okay, we'll see.
Replace a stud with a stud.
Yeah, we'll see.
Replace a stud with a stud.
A different kind of stud, which would be good for their season 2 of Stud Buds to have a different type of stud, in the mix. Yes. So that's good. So, Anybody else notable? I was glad Veronica Burton re-signed with Golden State. I mean, that Atlanta dream. First off, the ticket sales once Angel was announced. My God, what a dream! Good for them.
I hope that this is one. I hope that this was the thing that when Renee was like, "We're bringing Angel in," said soon we're going to be out of this arena and we're going to be in a bigger arena now because their arena is the smallest in the league. It only holds like 3,500 people.
They will be at. Where do the Hawks play? They will be in there. They'll be in there. Okay.
Yes,
they will.
Hawks
play. Let's see.
Is it like an
State Farm Arena? State Farm Arena.
Okay, close enough. I knew how to state in it.
I was gonna say Mercedes-Benz, but that's the football one, and soccer one. But they'll be in State Farm Arena. Don't y'all worry. They'll be moving, especially with the marquee games. But they're gonna be there. Okay, you give them time. So you gotta watch out for them. And then who else that I was just about to mention somebody else that was. Satu Sable and Jonquel Jones. Yes. Well, Jonquel re-signing with New York Liberty, and then obviously Stewie's staying there, and Satu Sable.
And so is Sabrina.
To New York is pretty cool, and Sabrina. Yep, I like the people who are like, "Nah, I'm staying." Like the Age Wilsons. That
they got their big three. Yeah, they got their big three. Like Stewie was immediately like, "Don't even core me. I'm staying. Like core somebody else."
Yeah,
I'm good.
Like, don't you worry.
Because how funny would that have been? If we just put out all these Stu York hats from Unrivaled, and then she was like, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. That would have been something.
That would have been it. And I love that Toronto Tempo took the other Sabali sister.
Yeah.
So it was like Coach took her. So she was like, nah, give me that one.
They're close. Yeah. Y'all can't have them.
Much better.
Brittany Griner to Connecticut Sun, which I think is great for their final season. And I do... my condolences to the Connecticut area. It's a great basketball, area for sure. But they'll be in Houston next year, and I feel like Brittany Griner is looking forward to moving. To Texas.
Like all her family and stuff is in Houston, so this is a great way to
went to Baylor,
back,
gone back
her home.
Yeah, maybe it's not a backward, but I don't think Cleveland needs a team right now. Sorry, Cleveland. I know we just got through with the Love is Blind, but I don't know. Cleveland was the only one I was like, okay. Yeah. I mean, and I know before I was just like Cleveland. I would have thought, I don't know, somebody else before that, like a Charlotte or maybe a Florida team. But I was like, okay, I guess Cleveland. And shout out to our Cleveland listeners. It was just like, okay, sure, okay, because there now is Cleveland, Philly, and who else? There's somebody else that's coming. Their new expansions. It's Cleveland, Philly. Let's see, WNBA expansion.
Oh, I should know this.
What's the last one?
No, because Boston got it stripped
away. Cleveland is 2028. Oh, Detroit. That's why I real close.
Detroit's gonna be good.
2029 is Detroit.
Detroit's gonna be fun.
And that's gonna be good. And then Philly.
I might have to take the train over there.
Which I thought Philly should be bumped up. I think that's also a thing. I was like, Philly should be in 2028. Get Philly.
Especially now, after the showing for Unrivaled.
Exactly. They might be punishing them because of that showing. They're like, you know what?
The time is now.
2030, But I thought the Cleveland, Detroit, that it feels close. It feels a little too close, especially with Indiana being there. I was like, let's space it out. Let's give some more teams in the South. That's why I was like, maybe a Charlotte, again. They don't have to be the Sting again, but Charlotte could have been cool. And there's no Florida team, right? Or is there? There's still no Florida team. We need a Miami team.
That's Unrivaled city right now.
Yeah. Well, it would have been cool to go on their turf if y'all wanted to compete, but Yeah, or just even Orlando, you know, if they wanted to. But either way, you know, shout out to Cleveland and Detroit and Philly, which are the next expansion teams. So free agency. Melissa Smith is going back to the Aces, right? How about that? Isn't that what's going on?
Melissa and Jackie is obviously
back.
A part of. Melissa said, "I am not leaving these amenities."
Right, exactly. I want to win.
I'm not leaving these amenities. What you mean?
Hell nah.
What you mean? You want to send me back? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely
Aces
not.
re-signed Melissa and Dana Evans. Yeah, I mean, and
Dana
honestly,
is on there too. Okay, good.
And Dana's coming back. So honestly, you know,
good.
Yeah, they want to win. I know Jewel Lloyd is back at the Aces, so yeah, they want to run it back and all that.
I was like, plus Chelsea.
And that's a smart basketball move.
Plus Asia
for Melissa.
And somehow Kirsten Bell continues to be on that team.
Just somehow, right? Like I don't, you know, maybe there's.
I don't get it.
She must provide something in the locker room and
or has like something on somebody.
Go against. Yeah, or listen, maybe she's really good at you know practice and you know scout teams and like you know making them tougher. Who knows? But yeah, back on there.
Because I don't.
So it was very. She must be doing something. It's how she makes people feel. So I don't know why she's on there, but you know they welcomed her back. So but yeah, the Melissa thing was. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I did not foresee that, but I'll figure it out, huh? And not for nothing, Melissa probably knew what it was, you know.
Oh yeah,
so that championship hug was a little longer when Dejanay hugged Jackie. So I'm so proud of you. So you know, if they could coexist, you know, let them coexist. That is maturity. So
yeah,
here.
Honestly, this is what happened. This is like putting what it looks like to date people on your team on a major stage. Yeah. And once again, the MNBA could never. They could never. This is why we deserve a reality TV show.
Yeah, and it's coming. You know it's coming. Somebody's writing something. This was going to be a bad queer discussion, but I have a different one today. But I mean, obviously AZ got drafted. Paige got drafted. But would you want to work with your girlfriend in that capacity if you had a choice? Like, obviously they went to college together. And again, they didn't really have a hand in this. They were drafted. So it's not like they got to pick their workplace. But would you want to work with your significant other at this time, like in your early 20s, making very good money, both of you? Like, there's such pros and cons to both. But would you want to do it?
Me personally, no.
Yeah. You're like, knowing what I know now?
Yeah. I don't even like being on same teams as my partners in like recreation leagues. You want me to take that up?
Been there, done that. You were like,
I have done that. I've done it. And I'd rather play against you. I sure would.
Yeah,
I'd rather play against you. And then maybe in my later years, maybe play together. But like in that initial phase of things and all of that, no. But since Paige and AZ have the history of playing together, I feel like it's just like riding a bike for them.
Right.
They're so used to it. It's like they've played together more together than not.
That's true. Somebody on the Dallas Wings is either on the team already that is tasked with just managing these things, or they're hiring someone. Because see, like you mentioned, I think later in your career, you know, like that could work, like Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, where it's later in your career. But I would think early on, starting off, it'd be cool to face each other and just have that time to kind of figure it out. Like y'all, like the pros are obviously having the same schedule, not having to like kind of juggle schedules to try and see each other in between games. You have a game off and like y'all have the same schedule. And again, they did college together, but yeah, I'd be like, no, like it just, that distance really helps. And they're both young, but you know, it could be great and it could not be, you know, they might know what it is. And again, they played college together. So they managed being together this long in a team/love and basketball capacity, but I don't know, it's the pros. So, you know, as you get older, who knows? But good luck to them and congratulations to everybody and the new money that they're coming into. So shout out to that. And shout out to all of us who will get right into this WNBA season that is coming up quick. So,
Yes.
All right. Let's move on to our advice segment, Am I a Bad Queer? Where we give you goodish advice for your questions and dilemmas. Send your questions to badqueers.com. Hit us up on IG at badqueerspod or email us at badqueers@badqueers.com. All right. This first one is from Gianna. If I'm saying this right. Gianna asks, am I a bad queer if I stay in a relationship because I don't feel like moving out? Rent is super cheap and we are great roommates. So rent is super cheap. Where are you? We don't have sex anymore. It's been almost a year and we vibe well together. Everything is split evenly and we don't have any issues, minus there being no romance anymore. I'm choosing to be financially stable and not lonely versus overpaying and being single. Am I a bad queer? Gianna. No, it sounds like y'all are at a very healthy place with all this. You know, I hope it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
But sounds like, yeah, y'all just consciously uncoupled maturely. And just like y'all are, you know, there's no financial strains or instability. Y'all have already things split evenly. Y'all vibe well together, you know. So I don't see a problem here. If you, again, for the people it could work out for, have at it. Like, I think this is mature, and I mean, it's not going to be this way forever. So, you know, now the rent is super cheap. It's like, you know, you could move out, but I don't think you have to move out quickly if this situation is working. Now, if your lease is coming up, I would take a hard thinking about it. Like, do I want to do another year of this? Because you never know when it could change. But it seems like y'all are in a good place. So, hey, you know, be financially stable and not lonely. Like it.
Financially stable and not lonely. You said you're staying in the relationship just because you don't want to move out. So does this person know that you are staying in the relationship? Yeah.
Well, you know. They're like roommates,
like, is the other person aware? I mean, like Kris said, as long as y'all are kind of okay, but I think just look, okay, here's how we're gonna put it. Look, I know times are hard. I know that everything is expensive. We can't even get gas anymore. If you're gonna do this, you better not go out here and cheat. You better break up with her before you decide to sit and go and do anything else so you could transfer your not loneliness into something else, is the main thing I have to say. You better continue to treat her right if you're going to stay in there and do the things and you know, placate like you are still in a relationship. But honestly, y'all could probably have an honest conversation, because all I can think of is you just continue to sleep in the same bed just because you're like, I like the amenities here.
Yeah, warm bodies, you know,
Mm-hmm.
little warm body at night.
Yeah, like don't keep her under your wing if she has the opportunity to go out and be free.
Yeah. I miss that part of the very important part of they're in a relationship. I thought y'all were still in.
Yes,
just in a.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say if they had broken up and they were like good living together, that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, I think it's like you said, just have a conversation about it. Like, hey, you know, whatever, fill in the blanks. But you should probably broach that conversation about just breaking up. Y'all should just break up. Y'all can still live together. Like, they might be, yeah, I feel it too. Like, we're kind of going through the motions. We're kind of roommates. Like, they probably would be on the same page. Just make sure you do have that conversation, because yes, in case you do meet somebody, you are able to pursue that. And if they meet somebody or somebody's, they're able to pursue that. And it's not weird or cheating.
Yeah.
Unless y'all want that, you know, maybe I'll open it up. Who knows?
Y'all could open it up.
But the possibilities are, you know, there. Y'all do have to have a conversation about what y'all are and what y'all want to be. Like, because you don't want to actually be in the relationship. You just don't want to move out. So they should know that. So they have a choice. So, because they might want to move out. Like, oh, thank God, girl, I'm ready to go. So, you know, just give them that option. by having that conversation.
I hear like it took a year. Jeez.
Like, whew, I was waiting for you. You know, so somebody should step. You should step up and have that conversation, and you'd probably be surprised how aligned y'all are. So, hope that helps. Happy Pride.
All right, our next one is from Anonymous. So we're going to call Anonymous Ashlyn. Ashlyn asks, am I a bad queer if I distance myself from a friend who has stalkers? She is an incredible person and is in a relationship, but she has folks who just seem to follow her around like puppies all the time. It's like she's in a polyamorous relationship and doesn't know it. I try to hang out with her, and these puppies monopolize all her time. How am I supposed to be friends with my friend when it feels like she can't and won't get away from all of these people who are creepily stalking her? Ashlyn. Ashlyn, it just sounds like your friend is either a really cool person or does not know how to set boundaries with people and or doesn't see red flags in people, which happens. I think there's a lot of, I don't think we talk enough about how in the queer community, once we find somebody that like we enjoy and we want to hang out with, or it's like a deep down like, oh, but I want to date this person, but I can't date this person. Because you said that she's in a relationship, that they just end up monopolizing their time. They're like, I'm going to go ahead and hang out all the time. It's like, we could just be girlfriends. We can hang out platonically and do all these things. But then you hang out with them the amount of time that it is that like you're dating, or like you expect them to be responsible for some of your feelings or the way that you move, and that they have to show up for you in ways like y'all are in relationships. And that is codependency and a lot of anxiety. So for you, if your friend can't and won't get away from the things, unfortunately, you are going to have to kind of keep your distance until she can figure it out and see the patterns and trends around her. Like, hopefully you've had a conversation with her to point out some things and get her to notice what's happening, and, stating it in a way that says, like, I would like to have some intentional friend one-on-one hangout time, and start there. And if it doesn't seem like it's working or she continues to cancel and things like that, then I think you have your answer.
I mean, that's really it. There's kind of no notes to that. It's another conversation to be had. You don't have to be around them either. So, yeah, get that wrapped up before Pride, because we are in Pride season. So
yes,
we figure that out soon.
Allergies are strong right now. We need you to get ready.
Listen. Hope that helps, Ashlyn. All right, this last one is from Kim. Kim asks, am I a bad queer for wanting a timeline on my flirty friend's bi-curious phase? Deadlines. I have a friend who has been very flirty with me, and honestly, I want it to be more than a flirtation. The issue is they've openly said they're in their bi-curious phase, and it has been, let's just say, interesting to witness in real time. I want to be patient and respectful because I know figuring yourself out is personal, but I'd be lying if I said I don't want some sense of whether this is leading somewhere or if I'm just standing by while they experiment. Am I a bad queer for wanting to know when this phase is going to evolve or end before I get invested, Kim? Kim, you are a bad queer for this because you shouldn't be waiting for this. You shouldn't. Like, it's no reason to wait. I don't know if this journey, maybe not phase, this journey, when it will end, if there's an expiration date, if there's an end date to this, and you're wasting your time while they are figuring themselves out and going down their journey. So you could fill this time with your own adventures. And then if they end up having, either evolve or whatever, you could always go back to that. So, yeah, I don't think you should like wait around, and you're not going to get a hard deadline with this. This is somebody's personal journey and you're wasting your time waiting. Like, if this is a friend, say a friend, and just see how it goes. And if you're also witnessing in real time them figure it out and it is interesting, yeah, you probably want to give them more time to figure it out and just go on their journey, and maybe y'all find each other there or not, but don't wait. So I wouldn't be waiting for this at all.
Yeah. first of all, didn't think that you were going to come in with your whole chest saying that, yes, they are a bad queer, but Kim, you're seeing the red flags in real time. Let that person go through their phase in peace. I know that you're being hopeful, and I'm sure the attention is lovely. I'm sure your friend is real cute. All the things. But you are going to block your blessings by waiting for somebody else to go through their journey. Because really, what's meant for you won't miss you. So if you go and continue and do what you need to do, let your friend go off and do the things, set some boundaries with them so that you're not always just falling back into their flirty phase. Because if you sit and melt as soon as they touch your shoulder or rub your back, you're lost. You're lost to the wind. You're lost to the people. So set some boundaries. Give them some distance in that arena. Stay being their friend if you can manage it. And go find the things that are right for you. Because clearly it seems like you want something. And since this person is giving you attention, you're like, yeah, let's go and do that. But really, go get with somebody who's ready to be with you. Don't sit and wait for somebody to be ready for you. There's somebody out there that's ready for you. 100%.
And you might also like this like little attention and like flirtiness that you're getting. But if you are picking up that there are red flags for people who have their full attention, then you don't want this. You don't want this version of the journey like at all. Like I promise you, you don't. Let them figure it out. And yeah, pride is upon us. I mean, I know this is a theme here, but pride is upon us, and you will find a lot of people who are very much past maybe that phase of the journey or whatever, and have things more figured out. So yeah, I hope that helps. Don't wait. My God. You're not going to get a deadline. They're not going to tell you.
Please don't wait. They're not going to tell you.
Maybe Q3, Q4 of this year.
We're going to circle back.
It's just not going to happen. Yeah, it's just not.
We're going to circle back.
You shouldn't be
not circle
that
back
either.
season.
Yeah. And you should want them to like figure it out. Get it all out.
Yes.
Get it out.
You don't want to be the person that they figure it out on.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
You really don't want to
That's
be.
the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, that's some people's thing, but doesn't sound like it's yours.
But I don't want you to be a part of that. I don't want you to be a part of that. Don't get jumped into that crew. That's what really happens when people are going through these phases, is basically like you getting jumped into somebody's crew. Don't get jumped into somebody's crew.
Yeah. Or I could change them or I could tame them, kind of thing.
They'll be different with me.
No, they'll be different with me. Yeah. No. Easy girl. Easy girl. Like it's a horse, like a wild horse. Easy. It's like, no, they're going out tomorrow and partying this entire summer. And so should you. So I hope that helps, Kim. Happy Pride. And that's it for this week's Am I a Bad Queer? Send your questions to badqueers.com. Hit us up on IG at badqueerspod or email us at badqueers@badqueers.com. Easy girl. Easy. Whoa. we throw ourselves.
How I'm gonna use this soundbite, but I'm gonna use it.
We put ourselves in the worst positions of trying to save somebody. Easy girl. Easy. It's like, what?
Because
they are a wild
our
horse.
downstairs get excited. We get the attention, and we're like, yeah,
it does get moist.
We're gonna do it.
You get moist. I could do it. I could change that.
I could change her. She'll be different with me.
Change her. It's just like the song.
Just gotta give her some time.
Yep.
Just gotta give her some time. It's fine.
I know she kicked my teeth in with her back legs, but it's okay. It was my fault. I was behind her. She didn't know. It's just excuses aren't excuses. Like she sees the red flags and it's like, I could change her. So I get it, but
it's like she's like, hey, can y'all lower the flags? I can't see the show. Can y'all just lower the flags?
Please move your red flags. Yeah. Shout out to us. I love us. I love us. Easy. Easy girl.
That's out of control.
It is.
All right. What type of bad queers would we be if we didn't have unpopular queer opinions?
For us.
Truly. And I think on top of it, this kind of adds a little bit to it, but it's fine. My bad queer opinion for this week, and I realize that I am preaching to the choir here, but I know that we have a range of folks who listen to the podcast. So, if you need a message or a one-liner to pass along to the people, it's mainly because this has been happening a lot more, and I blame it on playing football. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but straight men, do not come up to queer women to say derogatory things about another woman's appearance just because you think that we are going to stand there and wholeheartedly agree with you and chum it up about it. Don't do it. Leave us alone. Leave me out of it. If I have to think derogatory thoughts, unlike you, I can keep them in my brain. But y'all just feel the need to think like, hey, I know that you're queer and I know that you like women. I'm going to come over here and say something about her to you and do that little shoulder like,
what I was going to ask, is it like sexual stuff? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to tap that thing. He was like, man, my dick got hard just looking at it. Like those types of things. Stop it. Stop it. I've had this happen to me more than once in the last couple of weeks. And I'm like, it's only because
it's because you're tight in
orbit now that are doing this. Thank you.
Yeah. You're like, I am brick. I don't know why they think that you should be like, yeah, me too. You know, but
no, leave me out of it.
Yeah, they do that.
I hate you. I hate you so
much. That's what it is. Because you're tight end. I feel like surely the tight end understands. So I'm like, wow, that tight end is tight. So but yeah, they do that once they think you're cool. Like they're like the, you know, the cool mom from Mean Girls. It's like that. They're like, oh, no,
yes,
down with y'all. And it's like, what? Sounds crazy. Well, my backward opinion, unfortunately, Caitlyn Jenner is still a thing. And she was on Tommy Lauren's podcast talking about a multitude of things that are crazy. But one of the sound bites is that she feels like a hypocrite for accepting Glamour's Woman of the Year award back in 2016 because she has XY chromosomes, even though in the same interview she said she's biologically female. Flip-flopping again, what she did on flip-flopped on trans inclusion. But let me tell Caitlyn Jenner this. You should not feel hypocritical for accepting that award because you never should have had it offered to you in the first place. She was rewarded way too quickly for doing the bare minimum. She did absolutely nothing to get the Woman of the Year. It's nothing she's ever earned. So don't even feel like a hypocrite because you should have never had it offered to you. Never. And even then when it happened, it was like, the fuck she do? Like she didn't do nothing, like, you know. Right. So this revisionist, you know, thing is very interesting. She's saying I'm a hypocrite, and like I'm out here advocating against trans women in sports, and I accepted an award, you know, for Glamour Woman of the Year. And let me tell you, Caitlyn, you should have never had it offered to you. So ever.
No.
Ever.
You should not have.
Ever, ever, ever. And let that be a lesson too. That Caitlyn Jenner is a case study on us. Like, we can't just accept people because they come out. You just have no idea what their politics are. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, Caitlyn, you should have never had that award in the first place. Okay. At all. So, ugh. I was happy to hear she said she lost about 75% of her wealth. I was like, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Sounds like it.
I was like,
happened to no better person. You know,
just sliding you monthly checks so that you can live.
The Jenners, at least. I'm sure, like Kylie might, you know, might give her mama, you know, some money. You know, like, yeah, I'll slide you a little. I'm not gonna let my mama struggle, but any of them. But yeah, my God, walking case study. Okay. Woo.
No, truly.
Oh God. Anyways, well, we did it, friend.
We did it.
She also Melania, she definitely has the musk of Melania scent as well. That's another person who definitely has that for sure. Bought it probably two bottles at least. So
I was like, she probably has it saved in the back so that she just pulls out a drawer and it's just for some reason always full. She keeps taking more.
Yeah. Oof. My God, that side so deranged over there.
No, truly.
So deranged. All right, well, we got through.
Let's go ahead and wrap up the show.
Most of this.
We did it.
Yeah.
But you all know we would never leave you without giving shout outs to our faves. My shout out this week is to R&B singer songwriter Remi. Remi is Arkansas born, whose music explores love, loss, healing, and self-discovery with an emotional honesty listeners not only hear but feel. She has a new single out called Let's Talk. It was released last week, so you can go ahead and follow and support at It's Remi on IG.
Speaking of music, I gotta check in on that jingle. Years I haven't checked in a while since, you know, Anyways, doesn't matter, but need to check in on that. My shout out is to Natalie J. Harris, director, Bad Queers alum. She was on our show at episode 113. But Natalie's short film Pure is now officially being developed into her debut feature film. The feature expands on the HBO Max-acquired short about which was a queer coming of age story set in a Black cotillion culture in suburban Maryland. Imani Lewis and Laya DeLeon Hayes are attached to star. DeLeon. There's somebody in my school that it was actually DeLeon, so it might actually be DeLeon. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
But sorry,
that actually makes sense. Layla, I just like making it sound fancy.
Hayes. Yeah, I mean it is fancy. So shout out to Laya Hayes, are attached to star. And we just want to say congrats to Natalie, and you can follow and support her on IG at Natalie Jasmine Harris on IG. We gotta have Natalie back.
Yeah,
out here.
All
it's
right,
always
y'all.
cool when like the early people we talk to are,
seeing
again
all the stuff, because George was like our first guest on the show, and now look at them. They're 3, about to be 4 books in.
Yeah.
And things are just doing amazing
Natalie's
stuff. It's so
Pure
cool.
It's going to be a full film. So that's cool.
Full. So we gotta show up in theaters like we are showing up for You, Me, and Tuscany is what needs to happen. So,
did you see it?
I did.
How was it?
You know I did.
How was it?
Look, it was a solid feel-good rom-com. It was a solid feel-good rom-com. It was more so that you were saying, like, did you see it? And I was like, look, first of all, absolutely.
I mean, hopefully.
Second of all,
yeah,
I enjoyed
but when you start with look, it
I
makes me
enjoyed it.
uncomfortable.
No,
Like, look.
no, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
It was good. It was very cute. I think the thing that I appreciated the most was that they took some of the characters that could have been typical Black woman tropes and switched them over to different folks, and they were able to deliver. And I'm like, hey, see how Black women and Black men are able to lead, and you're able to find other folks to be the funny best friend or the funny sister or the funny whatever. Like, that was the thing that I did appreciate the most from it, and being able to kind of grow in that area. Like, there are other things that, like, yeah, you could dive into and do a dissertation. It was a very solidly good rom-com. There were funny moments. There was a little tearjerker moment. All of that. It was good, and it ended happily ever after, which we were so happy about. It was just the type of lighthearted movie that we needed. Like, got to sit and enjoy, and not really, they didn't harp on all the trauma that happened, but of course in like classic form, there's always like, my dead parent, or I lost this, and blah, blah, blah.
Naturally.
Yes, there's going to be that. There has to be. It's a
someone
rom-com,
has to lose a parent. Yeah.
Yes.
Something.
So that happened, and we were like, yep, know that, and then continue through it. And a lot of it was hilarious, unhinged, all the things, but thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay. Well, cool. All right. Well, shout out to that. I'll see it on streaming. I was like, I don't know. But that sounds like a play.
I mainly went because of the person who posted about how they, like, if You, Me, and Tuscany didn't do well, that their movie wasn't going to get picked up. And so my friends and I were like, okay, we're going to go then. And so we did.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my suspicions about that, even though I think that's a really great tactic. But I'm sick of them doing that to our movies like that. I was like, they could say that about every movie. And they kind of do hold that over us. Like, well, if y'all don't go see this, there'll be no more. But Issa did also come out and say how, like, DEI and like all that has, like, you see it basically with even pitching stories where you can't say it's a black woman or it's Black centric. You have to say it's like class or something. So, you know, it's a reality of what's going on. But I was like, I feel like we've been in this like 30-year thing of like, if y'all don't watch this, you'll never see it again. And even when we do support, they take it away. So
yeah,
I don't know, but shout out to them.
Yeah. Plus Hallie was in it, so I'm going to go see it. You know?
Yeah.
Halle Bailey. So yes, well, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for coming for all the celebrations and things. You know, there's plenty of ways to continue to support us. You know, our Patreon. I'm wearing our merch. You can go get some merch. This is good stuff. All of that.
Summer cotton that you're wearing.
Okay,
it's summer cotton.
It's very nice. Feels good on the skin. Okay.
I was like, I'll stop saying short of saying it's moisture wicking because that's a real thing, but it's a good pride cotton. Good pride cotton. That t-shirt. So support.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay.
Yeah.
But everybody who has taken the time to vote for us, for the Webbies, who has taken the time to watch and listen to our 300th episode and to celebrate our birthday week this week, we truly appreciate you. And thank you all for being here. Continue to tell your friends about us. We want to still be here for a while, hanging out with y'all. So otherwise, thank you for tuning in per usual, and we'll see you next week.
Take care.